In his Brentwood mansion 2 years ago, Rick Caruso sat down in front of his iPad, raised his right hand and swore to tell the truth. Over the next 9 hours, lawyers for hundreds of USC students and alumni grilled the developer, then chair of the university's governing board, about who was to blame for sexual abuse and harassment they said they suffered at the hands of a campus gynecologist. The answers Caruso gave in late October 2020 at a remotely held deposition were sealed from public view by a protective order in the case and have remained secret since, even as the billionaire embarked on a mayoral campaign premised in part on his performance at USC. A transcript of the deposition recently reviewed by The Times showed Caruso refusing to answer many questions, on the advice of USC's legal team. With more than half a dozen university lawyers monitoring his testimony, he invoked attorney-client privilege again and again in declining to reveal discussions with administrators about Dr. George Tyndall or the conclusions of an investigation into the gynecologist's troubled history at a campus CL. "I'm sorry," Caruso replied after being asked whether women suing would ever know who was responsible for their being sexually assaulted in the stirrups by their doctor. 5 months after his testimony, Caruso and other trustees signed off on a landmark $852 million settlement that brought the total compensation for Tyndall's former patients to more than $1 billion, the largest sex abuse payout in education history. Caruso, who took over as chair of USC's board shortly after revelations about Tyndall became public, has long positioned his steering of the university out of crisis as an example of the leadership he would offer in City Hall. The election is 3 weeks away, and early voting has begun. His opponent, U.S. Representative Karen Bass, de Los Angeles, has argued that he bears some responsibility for Tyndall because he served on the board during the gynecologist's final decade treating patients. In one ad, Bass' campaign accused Caruso of failing women during the ugliest chapter in the school's history. In his testimony, Caruso said he had never heard Tyndall's name until March 2018, when The Times began asking former and current employees about the gynecologist. The Times investigation prompted the university's president and general counsel to brief the board's executive committee in a phone call.